Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today I'm in the mood to meme. So we're going to be playing a terrible deck that's been built to be stupid, inconsistent, but fun. So, you know, that's what we're going to be doing. So I've built this deck, which is, it's a thing. It's like Sultai Reanimator. That's what I called it. I guess that's what it is, because it's got Blood for Bones and Connive Concoct in it, and big things that you can reanimate. I don't know. I'm very low on sleep right now, so if you're curious, I haven't slept, which is probably why I built this deck. So this is a archetype that I want to return to at some point because I kind of like the idea of a Sultai Reanimator list. With like Yarok shenanigans to have like ETBs, but probably a little bit less memey than this because there's a lot of cards in here that shouldn't be in here for sure. So the idea of the deck is to run around things like Blood for Bones. 4 mana for a sorcery is an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then return another creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So you sack a creature, you get a big creature back. It could be an Agent of Treachery, a Scholar of Ages, or it could be a Thassa or a Pelucranos. There's lots of things that you could get. And then you get whatever you sacrificed, presumably, back with the next part of the card as well. So if we sack something like a Tonebound Lich, which is used to draw and discard the big cards in our hand, then we can get back the Tonebound Lich. It's going to be pretty sweet. We have a little bit of a elemental synergy in here. So obviously we've got Yarok, who is an elemental in and of himself. This actually doubles ETB triggers, which is really funny if you have things like Agent of Treachery out, which obviously, if I was trying hard, there'd be more copies of this card in my deck, but I am not trying hard, so there are 2. I should stress, do not build this deck. I will probably return to this list at some point in the future and show you a list of this colour combo that you should build, but for now, my sleep-deprived state, you know, my mind says this is a thing that we should do. So yeah, we get double ETB triggers with Yarok, so things like Agent of Treachery steal 2 permanents. We've got Thassa to blink creatures as well, so we can double down on those ETBs. A really good early value one is Risen Reef, so it's our elemental synergy. Whenever an elemental enters the battlefield under your control, you look at the top card of your library. If it's land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, you effectively draw it without technically drawing it. We've got Leafkin Druids as a little bit of early game ramp as well, which also triggers off the Risen Reef. And the reason why I'm running Pelucranos is because there's a fun little combo with Thassa. It's not game winning or anything like that. It's not crazy, but it's kind of fun. So Pelucranos is a 4 mana 6/6 when it comes out initially, which is pretty cool. And whenever any damage would be dealt to Pelucranos, instead of damage, you just remove that many counters on it and prevent that damage. And it's pretty sweet because you can use the fight ability here to kill lots of things. So anything 5 toughness or less can be killed by Pelucranos without Pelucranos dying. And on end step, if we've got a Thassa, we can blink Pelucranos and turn it right back into a 6/6 again, allowing us to continue to fight. So that's the reason why this is in the deck. I want to work a proper deck around with this at some point in the future, but for now, we memeing, boys. Other than that, though, we've got some removal tools. We've got Tyrant Scorn. Connive is also sort of a removal tool. And we've got Casualties of War as a one-of, because I kind of like the idea of flickering Scholar of Ages and repeating Casualties of War over and over again. Scholar of Ages allowing you to get 2 instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Usually, one of them is going to be Blood for Bones, which means that you can sack your Scholar with the Blood for Bones it got and replay it again, allowing you to basically loop these for as long as you've got mana to loop them, and you get another additional instant or sorcery from your graveyard that way. So Casualties of War, Connive Concoct, Tyrant Scorn, Growth Spirals, things like that. It's going to be pretty cool. Without further ado, though, I'm not going to mess about. This deck's trash. Let's go into the play queue and see what it does. Alright, we're in. And we got turn 2 Growth Spiral into... who knows? We'll see. Let's play it out. Alright. What's our opponent playing? Yeah, this hand's not terribly amazing, but I'm going to rely on some scries to do me good here, you know? It's not too much to ask, right? Fairy Miscreant. Alrighty then. Ooh, we do have a Tone-Bound Lich, so we can get something into the graveyard for Concoct. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. On the off chance that they have Quench and Negates, I'm just going to Growth Spiral now. And there's my land. Alright. So we're going to go Tone-Bound Lich, tap land, and then we're going to Blood for Bones, Agent of Treachery out and see what happens. I think that's the plan at least. Blue-white flyers on my opponent's side, perhaps? Oh yeah, they got counter magic, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, we're going to go Agent of Treachery into the trash and pass your turn. I think on the off chance that they have counter magic, unless they tap out, never mind. I was going to say, I will concoct instead post-combat, maybe. I can just steal their creature, but I can also just do that with Blood for Bones. So let's just swing in. Take advantage of this draw and discard, put a Thasser into the trash. And yeah, let's just Blood for Bones. Tone-Bound Lich. We've already won, if you hadn't guessed. Agent of Treachery, and we'll put Tone-Bound Lich back in our hands. I'm just going to steal that creature. Yo, it's mine now. Yo, what up? It's an Empyrean Eagle. Alright, now we flicker Agent of Treachery with Thassers. Oh my god, if we got a land, that would be the end of all things good and holy. Alright. So, the hand looked pretty mediocre and crappy, and then it turned into an absolute nut draw fiesta, so, it bodes well, I guess. Let's go for another game. Alrighty then, we're in, and we're a land away from absolute greatness, so we're going to keep this hand. Temple of Epiphany says to me that we're likely up against something nasty like Reclamation. We'll see what happens. Drown Secrets. Okay. Could be a dredge list. I know that's been a popular thing today. Could still be a dredge. Yes, indeed it is. Alright, so what my opponent's playing is a deck that revolves around self-milling, Arclight Phoenixes, and Creeping Chills into your graveyard. And so far they've hit actually the things that they wanted in their hand almost exclusively, so that's pretty good for us. Let's see, Merfolk Secret Keeper. Yeah. So there is now an Arclight Phoenix in there. They've cast 3 spells, so it comes out of the yard. We have a Phoenix to worry about. Yeah, this is an mtga Goldfish Net Deck Arena right here. Hoping for a land. Don't get a land. Agent of Treachery, though, could be pretty good. If we can do some shenanigans and steal Arclight Phoenixes, there's not much they can do about that. Opponent's deck is very much an all-in strategy. They do have, obviously, the Brazen Borrowers, which we just saw go into the graveyard there, to bounce some permanents back, but that's just not great tempo. Alright, oh, they hit another Phoenix, are you kidding me? Was that 3 spells? It was not. Alright, that bodes well for us at least. Alright, I think I'm just going to double Risen Reef here. And see what we can hit. I want all the mana in the world. In the world. Alright, and game for 1. It's nice to know that we have 6 life in our hand. And nice to know that we're going to be stealing some stuff pretty soon, as well as flickering it with Thasser. Nasty things are going to happen soon. I think we get 4 triggers with Yarok, and Yarok is also a lifelinker as well, so it's probably where we're going to go. If we don't die right now, I don't think we can die right now, but I'm sure our opponent can get pretty damn close. It might force us into going for the Gift of Paradises before the Yarok, if we're on a low enough life total. Yeah, the creeping chills are going to be the big stickler here. I think we might die. They do only have 2 mana left, though. So maybe there's hope. Maybe. So, Underworld Breach essentially says that you can cast all the cards in your graveyard for this turn. The cost is equal to their mana cost plus 3 cards being exiled from your graveyard. So it's a nice way to chain your graveyard back through again, and it's exactly what they're going to be doing. They're going to be filling the graveyard with the Secret Keepers and things like that. But whatever they have at the end of this turn is going to be whatever they have, essentially. So, oh, they just put Arc-like Phoenixes into the graveyard. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Chat, I think we're dead. I think that's it. We can gain 6 life, but we're taking 9. We can't gain any more life. I need Tyrant Scorn, won't really do it, but I guess it's better than nothing. We don't even have the mana for it. Good lord. Yeah, I guess I could do like Tomebound Lich to draw a card. I just don't think we're going to, though. I don't think that there's going to be a Tyrant Scorn here. You play to your outs for sure, but yeah, it's me. I don't get my outs. Yeah. All right. Well, opponent managed to nut off pretty well, which is unfortunate because we were a turn away from absolutely obliterating them. But here's what it is: we got obliterated instead. Alright, we're in, and yeah, we got a hand, so we're going to keep it. See what happens. Gonna go with a Temple of Deceit. I actually don't mind the land, but we do already have 2, and we have ramp already, so I think I'm going to bottom it. It's not bad, but it's not great. Like our hand, I guess. Alright, that's a Yarok. So we're going to make sure that Leafkin Druid comes into play. And see what happens. Blue, black. Mill. Okay. Well, that could be good or bad for us. Who knows? They could fill up our graveyard and then just Ashiok it all away, which would be miserable for all involved. I'm also expecting lots of counter magic and lots of miserable I kill your things kind of cards. So we'll see what happens, I guess. Alright, we got nothing to do other than just play Gift of Paradise and play a land tapped. I want to go like Yarok first, get him down before Thassa, because obviously Thassa's not really going to do us too much good. And we might want to like Yarok into Agent of Treachery, who knows? We're probably going to want to Yarok into Agent of Treachery. Alright. Tap land and see what happens. If they don't kill Yarok, which they're eyeing it up, probably got something. Then we get to shock in Agent of Treachery and probably Agent of Treachery them anyway. Yeah, I think they've got like a Murderous Rider. Ashiok, you lose. Okay. So I'm going to Agent of Treachery steal 2 lands, blue lands specifically, so that they've got less chance of countering my Thassa, which will then use the Flicker on Agent of Treachery to steal 2 more lands, and our opponent will have nothing. Alright, so my graveyard doesn't really exist, but That's also a nombo with Vantress Gargoyle. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Alright, let's win. Blood for bones, cool. Let me just double check before I shock myself and look stupid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. Double Agent of Treachery. Please steal your Dismal Backwater and your Castle Vantress. Boop and boop. They need blue mana to stop my Thassa, and they also need another counterspell to stop my Blood for Bones into Agent of Treachery. So this game is very much over. Can't block unless you have 4 or more cards, so it can block. Gotcha. That's fine. It can't attack, though, and it never will. There's a land. So we want to lead with Thassa first, because if we go Blood for Bones, we're going to lose our Agent of Treachery if they counter it. But if we lose our Thassa, it's no big deal, because we're going to steal 2 more lands, and it's going to be impossible for our opponent to come back. In theory. Yeah, I think they're holding up in counter magic. Alright, let's have a look at the top 2 cards of our library, shall we? Or maybe top 1 if we really like it. We do not. We hate it. We hates the precious. We really hates the precious. Alright. Yeah, let's go with Thassa. This gets, didn't say pleased or thought collapsed. I mean, if it doesn't, you're in for a very, very bad time. Oh. oh, okay. Yeah, that's 2 permanents every single turn, so pretty much I own them at this point. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, we're in. We got a Gift of Paradise to get us a turn 4 Yarok. I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to let the heart of the cards decide how this one goes. We've got 2 temples as well, so we get a little bit of scry action, and we're on the draw, so we have an unknown card coming into this pile of crap. Please do not be playing an aggressive deck. We got to try hard on our opponent's side. They ain't cracking until they know what we're playing. Oh boy. Pelucranos, you say? Yeah, I'll take it. It's something I can play off the Gift of Paradise if I can't get to my Yarok in time. So I accept it. It might be good in this matchup as well. Oh boy. Gruel. Rakdos. Ah. Told you we had a tryhard. Alright. It's Rakdos Sacrifice. Meh. Alright, put the Growth Spiral to the bottom. I'm not going to have time to use it. There's a witch's oven. Do you have a kitty to go with it? They got nothing? Wow. That was the worst opener of that deck I've ever seen. Alright, so we got 4 mana. We do have a 5th mana land in our hand, but unfortunately it's a tap land. Doesn't really do as much good anyway, the Yarok right now. Other than just be kind of like protected. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pelucranos. They've probably got like Murderous Riders and whatnot. But I would rather my Yarok live through some shenanigans. I'm going to keep that. Because it allows me to get back my nice things. Yeah, if they play 2 creatures here, they can obviously kill Pelucranos, but then they're tapped out. And that means Yarok can come down. They don't have those 2 creatures, theoretically, anymore. And nonsense can occur. That's not a card you really want to be sacrificing, so I like this. Because I can just go... boop. Probably should Risen Reef first, but who knows. Heartfire. Alright. It's a 1-1 now. I pass. We'll bring it back later, it's fine. then why would you not attack? Alright, well, now I play my Yarok. Now that I've got my Polukranos here as just kind of like protection from priest shenanigans, I guess. You gonna ping off? They really want to keep that Polukranos around. Okay. Power to you. I guess they're thinking if it stays a 1-1, I'll never be able to make it escape, but I can just blood for bones it. It's really no biggie. Let's go doop, boop, boop. Gain 6 life. Opponent has no chance of winning. Their hand was awful. You don't ever... This hand is not a hand you take. Don't take this hand if you're my opponent. Don't do it. It's a naughty hand. Alright, we're gonna scry, hopefully a land on top. Yeah. Alternatively, I'd like to look for an Agent of Treachery, so I can win this game. I haven't seen one yet. Oops. Another Risen Reef. Sure. You know what? Why not? Of all the things I could have, that seems pretty reasonable. Let's go in with Yarok for the life gain. We don't really care about the Mayhem Devil attacking back. Don't care about losing our Risen Reef or our Polukranos at this stage. And yeah, I have no idea what my opponent's hand was, but it's gotta be garbage. Has to be garbage. Alright, we're in. We got a turn 2 Leafkin Druid into turn 3 Paradise Druid to turn 4 Yarok, so we're gonna keep this. Scholar being our big payoff card is not ideal at this stage, but if we use our Tyrant Scorn, at least we get to bring it back. Never know, that could be useful. Alright, opponent mulls to 6. Bodes well for us. Healer's Hawk says life gain and I am on a clock. Hello, opponent. Oh, green-white. Boggles? Yeah, boggles. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to shock ourselves and we're just going to murder that Healer's Hawk right now. Assuming that's going to be their only creature. It probably isn't, because you don't keep a hand like that. But they did, it seems. Alright, well. We'll see how this goes. We got a Yarok next turn if we have an untapped land. Otherwise, it's probably just Gift of Paradise. Yep. Yeah, opponent took a very bad hand. You either do not take a 1-creature hand with this Boggles list, or you have a way of protecting it. Unless you're just trying to go for, like, value Enchantress and you just took a bad hand. I mean, they did mull to 6. Maybe they're, I don't know, a bit afraid of mulling. It'd be understandable, I suppose. This Agent of Treachery is going to be really tasty when we get to it. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the Agent of Treachery, so we need another untapped land next turn, and we've got double Agent of Treachery into Thassa, Flicker Agent. Alright, untapped land. Treat me good. Because that's a 9/9 actually, which I'm not going to block now, but I will have to block next turn if I don't get a good card. Alright, well, I guess we've got Tomebound Lich, which counts as a good enough blocker. We get a draw and discard. We're going to get rid of Scholar of Ages. And again, we got not enough mana. Let's get rid of Polukranos. Play Temple of Mystery. Do some scrying. I mean, we're not going to need this agent, but I guess we'll take it. Because why the hell not, right? Once we take this Sienna, they explode, so... You don't attack in, because I have a Death Toucher. So, do you have Karamitra's protection? No. Well, this Agent of Treachery looks a lot worse. But so does their deck. Yep, let's just get this over with. So, yeah. Ooh, untapped lands. Let's just keep an 0-3 up. We're going to start stealing lands, so we're going to go Temple Garden and this forest. They did flood out pretty miserably as well. Should be noted. Yeah, swing in. It's fine. We've seen 2 Alder Glitters already, so I can't see a 2-card combination that gets us here. I'll happily take that damage. Won't take that damage, though. Alright. This one makes them explode. If it doesn't, they've got a... Hang on. Good game. They've got a Heart of Steel if they could power through that. I think the game screwed me on my mana base a little bit because I've got 2 green on the Leafkin Druid. If it left me 1 blue open, I would be able to play my Thassa here and steal 2 more mana. But it appears that hasn't been an option for me. Alright, let's draw 6 cards. Gotta love that second part of Agent of Treachery where you deck yourself. Oh, good lord. Alright, getting in. We'll block there. There's a Pelucranos. Oh, we get the Pelucranos Thassa combo. Pelucranos comes down. Gets to fight. Turn itself into a 3-3. We get in. And we could flick a Pelucranos right now and put him back on his 6 counters, but why would we do that when we have a perfectly good Thassa into Agent of Treachery? Steal your lands. Yoink. And yoink. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Alright, get rid of Thassa. Land, land, land. Good lord. The dream. The dream, chat. We could steal 2 more lands with a Blood for Bones. Flickering the Agent of Treachery. You can actually Blood for Bones and get back Scholar, which gets back Blood for Bones. Good game. But we're not gonna, we're not gonna run our opponent through the ringer on that one because it would be ultimate BM to play that line where we basically loot Blood for Bones infinitely. I think we deck ourselves before too long as well. So yeah, drawing 6 cards a turn, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, well, yeah, I think that's gonna be a perfect send off for the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This deck is not good, so I do not recommend crafting it, as I mentioned earlier. But it is a lot of fun. I want to come back and try this one in a more serious way, because obviously I think Pelucranos and Thassa in a Reanimator shell, not a good idea. Don't know if you guys agree with me. I'm sure many of you do. Even I agree with me. So, you know, I think there's a cool Sultai Reanimator shenanigans thing to do here with Yarok. But I don't know if going for, like, the elemental synergy of things is entirely necessary. I think we could do maybe like a mid-range Sultai deck that also has Reanimator in it, maybe. Just running Blood for Bones, and it's kind of just like, you know, it's there when you need it kind of value, rather than being a crucial aspect of the deck. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ra.